Congratulations to Isiah Pacheco, easy for him to say, doctors. They have continued the streak of successful surgeries for professional athletes. Nobody ever got butchered. They're all successful. All of them. Always successful. And I thought when I saw that Coach Andy Reid had made the comment about he'll be back this season or next season, I thought he was just kind of being coy, sarcastic in response to a question. He was just announcing it affirmatively, which is a surprise because all indications are it's a 6 to 8 week injury and he'll be back later this season. So I'm kind of alarmed that Reid would keep it that open-ended, that nonchalantly, because we've seen from everyone that's commented on this and reported on this 6 to 8 weeks. And it probably goes straight back to Pacheco's camp. But still, you've got the running back and the people close to him thinking 6 to 8 weeks. You got the coach of the team just kind of throwing out there very casually this season or next season.
Well, I also that made my ears perk up yesterday when I was watching that. But, I think part of it is potentially Andy Reid not trying to put any pressure on Pacheco to do something that his body's not going to let him do, and through no fault of his own. It's not that he's not going to push to come back, as Mahomes was saying. That's the kind of guy and you can see the passion with which he runs every single play, right? That's a guy you believe is going to push himself to come back, but there are things that happen, right? So if somebody goes on IR, there is always the possibility that he is done for the entire season. And I guess that's what Andy Reid was going for, but yes, it does make your ears perk up when you hear the coach say whether it's this season or next season.
And without Isiah Pacheco, they've got Samaje Perine, who they added not that long ago. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is on the non-football injury/illness list. He's eligible to return after week 4. Carson Steele, undrafted rookie fullback technically, but he's in the mix. I thought they were going to add Jerick McKinnon. He's that guy that the past few years, eventually he ends up back on the roster. They brought back Kareem Hunt. Mm-hmm. Kareem Hunt was the guy that led the league in rushing in 2017 as a rookie. 2018, right around Thanksgiving, there was that bizarre video that emerged of him kicking the woman in the hallway of a Cleveland area hotel. The Chiefs cut him abruptly, in large part because they asked him what happened. He said nothing, and the video showed it wasn't nothing, and he lied to them. So that was that. He spent a lot of time with the Browns when he finally got back in, and now he's back in Kansas City on the practice squad. Here's both Coach Reid and Patrick Mahomes on this issue of reconciling the decision to dump Kareem Hunt with the decision to bring him back some 6 years later.
What we told him and publicly, we just thought he needed a change of scenery and get some help and take care of business there. And, we felt like he did that. He's 29 years old now, so time flies, but he's 29 years old. And, it looks like he's grown up some.
And was it the type of thing where you felt like you need to speak specifically about the past?
No, just, make sure that keep your nose clean, right? That's the important part, and go play football. And that's, I think people deserve a second chance if they've done something to work on the first part of it.
At the end of the day, man, I just root for the person to keep becoming a better and better person, and the football secondary. But I'm glad to have him back and in the building. And I gave him a high five and a hug when I saw him, because it's a person that I used to spend a lot of time with a long time ago.
Yeah, they came into the league together in 2017. While Mahomes was watching, Hunt was leading the league in rushing. And then during Mahomes' first season as a starter, they had to overcome the distraction en route to that overtime loss at home in the AFC Championship. They had to overcome the distraction that was created by the Hunt situation. So now he's back. They have the need. And that's the thing, second chance. Look, I always say one person's second chance takes away someone else's first chance because it's a zero-sum game. They have a need. If they didn't have a need, he wouldn't be on the team. And he still has a level of talent that can help them win football games, and that's what it's all about. So they'll say whatever they have to say. They'll word salad their way around any and all, and it all makes sense. I'm not saying that, it's as implausible as it was really a T-shirt cannon. But the only reason we're having this conversation is that Isiah Pacheco is injured and they had a need, and that's the guy they decided to go with.
It is, and I think part of it is his strength in short yardage situations, right? And I don't want to make light of anything that Kareem Hunt did, but it also was in 2018 that video came out. He has since been with the Cleveland Browns, and I mean, you brought up Jerick McKinnon. Kareem Hunt was kind of that guy for the Browns over the last couple of years, right? Nick Chubb gets hurt last year. They bring him in. He ends up running for just over 400 yards and 9 touchdowns. And, the speed, the burst wasn't necessarily as much there as it had been in the past last year. Andy Reid talking about he's 29 years old now. He also brought up that Hunt was dealing with a sports hernia. So that's something that he's had corrected. So we'll see if there is a little bit more speed and burst now. But I think one of his strengths is, you need a couple yards, he's going to get you a couple yards, right? There's a reason why he had 9 touchdowns last year for Cleveland, because when they're in those short yardage situations, they know that they can give the ball to Kareem Hunt and he can power his way through. That's one of Pacheco's strengths as well, right? I mean, yeah, Pacheco has the burst still, and he's a young back to kind of break away, but you need a yard, you give it to Pacheco and he's going to run with the head of steam and get that thing. So I think that strength matches up with the need, and that's why he is now back with the Chiefs.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.